Did you say we're winning? Did you say we're winning trebles and quads and stuff like that?
No.
Okay.
All I predicted for Arsenal this season is to win the Carabao Cup and the Premier League.
But man was talking like this though. Man was talking.
No. But I'll reiterate my point. I definitely think we can compete on all fronts. Like, I think we can go to the Champions League final. We went to the We went deeper. We went to the Champions League semi-final, Carabao Cup semi-final, and was in the title race last season. So we're competing on 3 fronts. We didn't win anything, but we were.
Sorry, Carabao
Cup semi-final. We lost to Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then obviously semi-final of Champions League in a injury-riddled, non-transfer window moving season. So if I'm just going based off that and just being blind, I expect us to do better this season. Go one up for the Premier League. You can go one up in the Champions League. I think we've shown so far, the Champions League so far, that we look very good. We haven't conceded a goal. We've scored a lot of goals in the Champions League, and like we look like a formidable force. Carabao Cup, we started well in the quarterfinals. Now we've got Palace, similar as last year. I feel like we should be winning that game.
That's a hard game.
Yeah, difficult game, but similar to last year. Obviously, I'm pretty sure with them as well, with them having the Europa Conference League, they can't play their strongest 11 in that competition. They're probably going to have to sacrifice the Carabao Cup, possibly because they don't have the squad for it, and Arsenal have the squad for it. So it's like, I kind of see us in the semi-final already. I mean, we'll kind of, if you have it in the semi-final by the end of the season, I think you can kind of put thing. But I think, as I say, like, I think the toxicity of the fan base, I think man just need to just put things into perspective. I mean, I'm not saying, as I said, you react. I'm not saying be a robot and after a draw just be like, do you know what? Nope, I'm happy. If I'm reacting, you want to cuss players, you want to cuss the manager after the game, understandably. But the day after, once you're off that high or low, whatever you want to call it, yeah, I think you have to. No. No, I think you're talking about the fixture with Everton, which was before the Palace game. Got moved back one day, I think, to the Saturday now. So I think that's been played on the 20th instead of being played on the 21st. I think now we're gonna have. I think it's gonna be like an 8 p.m. kickoff, so it's gonna be like 3 days at least.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What, against Everton?
Yeah, we're playing Everton, I think, at home, if I'm correct.
Okay.
And it was meant to be on the 21st. Funny enough, it was originally on the 20th. Then they moved it to the 21st. Now they move it back to the 20th, innit? But I like, because Mikel was talking all press conference after that Palace game, saying that game has to be moved, and yeah, it will be moved. Trust me. And obviously, look at it now. So I bet the manager obviously being confident. I think Palace need to get their game on the 21st moved as well, if I'm them, because they also have a game on the 21st, and I think they have a Europa Conference League game as well on the Thursday before that 21st. So they're going to be playing like 4 games in a week, which is insane. Like, but that's why I'm saying I'm very confident for that, because they don't have the squad to be playing 4 games in a week. But yeah, the fans just need to calm down. I think all of us, and I always say, whether you're negative, positive, Arteta in out, whatever you are, we all want to win. That's what I said. We're all part of the same family. Just because we have different approaches or viewpoints, or we like this player, don't like this player, whatever. We all, at the end of the day, I don't think there's one Arsenal fan that doesn't want to win the trophy, win the Premier League, win the Champions League. But I think where you realize that your team has been competing at this level for a couple of years now, and we're not crap. And I always say, like, last season, it should have been a perspective season for Arsenal fans, because that was not saying the worst could get, but we had injuries, we had no signings, we had Marino and Martinelli were Sterlings. I know this kind of just Tierney coming on as a auxiliary left wing. It was dark. Let's just say it was dark, and we still were able to finish, 10 points off the champs. Still finish second, not drop off to like outside the top 4 or anything like that. We're still able to go to the Champions League semi-final, beat Real Madrid like babies, and really compete for that game. I think that second leg against PSG was an underrated second leg. We played very well in that game. Donnarumma pulled off some amazing saves, and we could have been a different. Do you know what I mean? And we could be talking differently about Arsenal
Saka now. Miss, yeah.
Saka, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that could be different, and that's why I feel like if that's our floor season,
I can't even think about that season.
If that's our floor season, if that's our worst season, if that's one of our worst seasons in the last couple of years, then that tells me our ceiling is very, very high. So so far this season, the team is 8-2-1 in the league. Only lost 1 game, only conceded 5 goals now. Wow. And we've done this with multiple injuries, and in the last 3, 4, 5 games, with basically all of our attackers out. All of our attacking depth out. Sorry, not all of our attackers. We've attacked Trossard.
I've got to play something actually.
Yeah, go on.
I've got to play something that I saved. I wonder if people are going to hear it though. Yeah.
But
Hold
to
on.
to see more, obviously, as you get that, obviously, the only reason I'm chill because you have to act like you've been here. If you start like, if you fans start to put pressure, like I've been to Emirates Stadium where I'm watching. I think I'm watching the fans, and the fans are not enjoying the game because everyone's just so scared. Like when we're 0-0, that we want to score, that you're not really cheering, you're not really singing, you're not really getting behind the team because like if a couple of mistakes are going here, they're growing in and everything, and it's like because of the pressure in it. But I'm saying the only way we're gonna win this is if us as fans, the players, I think we just get into unity and we just continue in it. The players, the fans will feed
You know,
off.
Seymour's in our group, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
Seymour's in our group, yeah.
I don't know who which was. So
I'm not going to say who he is. I'm not going to
let me
say
know
who
who
he is.
it is
You're going to have to work
afterwards
it out.
when the stream is
No,
done.
I'm not saying that. You're going to have to work it out for
Alright,
yourself.
so Seymour, when you make sure you chat in the chat, and let's chat in it. Don't hide behind.
I'm
Mr.
evil with it. Nah.
Seymour Skinners, fam. That's where I know that name from Simpsons.
Hold on.
Fam.
Let me just. Hold on. Let me just. I'm just going to play something in a minute. Yeah. Hold on. I don't know if anyone's going to hear it, but let's see. Okay. Let me just see if I can play this. But big up to Seymour, Dr. Seymour Butts in the building, man. Before I play this though, yeah, and I'm just dragging on this stream because man's in there in chat, yeah. Eze, are you happy with Eze so far this season? You know,
I'm not
struggled a
worried
bit
about
in that game. Sunderland, did
I'm
you
not-
see anything when you watched the game back?
Yeah, he was decent in the game, man. He had a couple of chances. I don't think he was obviously he's not been the Eze that we've seen or watched, at Palace. But again, I
People
think
dissing him already, you know. People,
you
yeah,
have already
different. Yeah, he's got a different role, man.
fans. I tell you, that's what I say. Like, we're the most unique fans. Arsenal fans, are like the most. I don't want to say it because I'll get cancelled still. So let me relax. Arsenal fans are too hyper emotional, so they can't. I feel like we need to have an outlet to get angry at something, innit? Like they don't know how to just kind of be calm.
You're gonna get angry at this when I play this, bro. You're gonna get angry, bro. Let me play this thing quickly. Let me just play this quickly. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can.
This is my twin.